Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten, and I have another Trump update for you guys. Someone asked me, shout out to Kel number one, who suggested I do the Stormy Daniels reading. Thank you, Kel. That was a good reading, and it was very interesting for me to do, especially combining it with my sexual cards. So if you haven't checked out my Stormy Daniels reading, please check that out. I also have recently put up the firing of Andrew McCabe as well. And this one is, the subject matter for this reading is, will Trump fire Mueller? And what are the circumstances around that? So I have been putting off asking this question. I don't want to ask this question because, quite frankly, Mueller is who I'm looking to be our savior. Matter of fact, I just want to put this out here and right now, and I'm going to say it again later on again. Mueller for president. Mueller for president. I'm a Democrat, and I would vote for Mueller. I think that a lot of people in America would vote for Mueller. And perhaps, he could... I don't think he could save the Republican Party. I think it's completely tainted. I think that's what these cards are telling me here. I don't think he can save the Republican Party, but I think that he could start a new conservative party that has integrity and be the leadership to that. And also that would probably strengthen our democracy if we had another strong party to balance out what's happened to the Republican Party right now. So anyway, Mueller for president, I'd vote for him totally. All right. Since I put my thumb up, can you please hit the like button before we begin? And please leave me your comments, share my videos, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like a personal reading, my information will be in the description box below. If you'd like to donate and contribute to Soulight Hypnotherapy, keep the channel going, there's a donate button on the home page. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Will Trump fire Mueller? Now, when I first looked over these cards, I said yes. Now, when I took some time out to think about it, not so sure anymore. Okay? Number one, he can't fire Mueller directly. He has to fire Rosenstein. So if he fires anybody, it will be Rosenstein. And I do see a firing. I just don't know if it will get all the way to Mueller. But let's go ahead and get started. First card out, we have the Old Lady. We have the Old Lady clarified by the Seven of Hearts, using Sibilla today and Sibilla and Divina. The Old Lady says to me, then this is Trump's reading, it's coming from his perspective. So the Old Lady tells me that Trump wants to bring an end to this investigation and to terminate Mueller. He's thinking he's thinking that things are happening just too slowly. The investigation is taking too long. It's frustrating him. And Mueller is getting too close to his family business. This is somebody has a family history, a lot of wealth. Mueller's getting too close to the family trade and his family business and his financial history. He's going way back. He's going too far back. And Trump is longing for the good old days when he first became president and the glory and the yore of all that. And also he's longing for the investigation and for Mueller to lose their grip, their grip and hold over him. With the Seven of Hearts, to clarify the Old Lady, Trump's thoughts are very gloomy. He can't stop thinking about what could potentially happen to him and to his family, and he's full of insecurity and doubt. The cards are saying to him, because this is his reading, so the cards are actually trying to help him. The cards are saying, think before you act. Be careful before you act. So he's thinking about doing something. Next two cards up, we have the La Nemica, the female enemy, and the waiting card. Now, Lavera Sibilla has two enemy cards. There's a female one and there's a male one. And Sibilla is very, it tries to be very exact with its genders. So I have to see this as a female enemy. But as you guys know, in my readings, in my familiar listeners, in my readings, each position can stand for several different things happening at once. So that's why it's a little bit harder to figure everything out, because there's several different things that these cards could be talking about at once. It's like I'm getting told a bunch of different stories from different directions. So from what I can derive from this, as a challenge or an influence, first of all, as an influence, Trump is wanting to cut Mueller out, to eliminate him, to sabotage him. Is a card of sabotage. It's also a card of self-sabotage as well. To sabotage him and to slander him with words. He actually has spoken out against him in the past, and he's going to continue to do so. Trump is also about to attack. He's about to do something. He's about to take some kind of action. He's on the precipice of it. And he's using slander, ferocious gossip to destroy the reputation of Mueller and the investigation and anyone involved, the FBI, the special counsel. And he will use the press and the media, the social media, to express his feelings. This is a card of an online troll. This is also a card of a witch. And he's going to be claiming it's all just a witch hunt. He's going to get stronger and stronger with these claims. Now, I think this card is also representing women around him that are coming out against him, attacking him. So, I feel like Trump is going to be claiming that Mueller, the investigation, the FBI, 3 to 5 women, I think 3 to 5 women I'm seeing here in these cards, will be coming out and attacking Trump. They all have perverse information on him. And when I say perverse, that could range from, financial information, manipulation, to sexual information. Whatever it is, it's perverse and it's wrong. Now back to Mueller. I'm not sure if it's Mueller or Mueller. I want to say Mueller because of the U-E in his name. M-U-E-L-L-E-R. To me, that's phonetically, that's Mueller. But I think a lot of people call him Mueller. And I kind of get hung up on phonetics because my name is Kirsten, K-E-I-R, which is Kier. And there's a lot of Kirstens that are spelled K-I-R, which to me is Kerr. That's not Kier. So anyway, I have an issue with that. Sorry. So I'll just call him Mueller because I think that's what people are saying. Mueller for president. So back to Mueller. She's drawing her dagger, which is representing Trump's energy. So I guess Mueller has crossed the line. He's crossed the line Trump told him not to cross. Don't go into my family business. Trump and Mueller has done so. So now Trump is ready to attack. It's also what this card is telling me, there is a female enemy around Trump. She secretly wants to betray him. And she's waiting. See, this is a card of waiting. And you guys know, well, not all of you know, but this is a card of a female pedophile, right? Just to describe the energy of the card. And she's waiting for this little boy to come and accept her little gift for whatever she wants to do to him. So basically, she's waiting to trap him. So this is a card of entrapment. So there's a female enemy around him who is setting a trap for him. She is a backstabber. It doesn't necessarily have to be a female. It could just be the energy of a backstabber around him. But this person is very close to him. And he trusts this person. Basically, these cards are telling me that, Molly, you in danger, girl. It's telling Trump you're in great danger. You're in danger because of the following issues of the energies that you're presenting or that will be presented to you. Treachery, self-sabotage, sabotage, loan sharking, falsifying evidence, money laundering, contract manipulation, fraud, and obtaining money by deception. Ten of Hearts is further clarifying to say that Trump is filled with psychological torment and restlessness to change and transform his situation. But there's a trap. The cards are also warning Trump to say that if you take the actions you're considering taking, it doesn't matter. It's too late to get the situation under control. It's too late. Train is already on the track. Next card's up. Now we get into future cards, and this is where I start getting. I get so much information because there's so many different things happening at once and happening so quickly. So I'm going to try to stay within the parameters of this reading. Keep this as a Trump reading. So the next cards up would represent why he's considering getting rid of, eliminating Mueller at this time. And he's considering it very strongly. And the reason why is the Queen of Clubs. And I clarified her with the Surprise card, the Moon card, and I further clarified her with the Footman reverse. So you can see that if I use so many clarifiers, I must have been confused by this Queen of Clubs card. Number one, she does sometimes cause confusion in a Sibilla reading. Why is she here? She points to the problem, either here, to this side, and she points to the problem down below, which would be here. So she's pointing to the problem that there's a betrayer around him, a betrayer in his camp. Someone close to him. Could be a female, could be a male, because this card came out too. What sets him off, why all this is going to happen, is the question. So it could be that someone who is betraying him may be... Well, let me stay on track. Number one, let's talk about this woman here. She's either... she has dark blonde hair or brown hair. She could just be direct, like I said, she could just be directing us to the issues at hand of why he's doing what he's doing. She could also represent an actual woman who's around the age of 30, who would be unmarried. She's beautiful and she's charming. She has absorbed, or is currently absorbing, negative energy around Trump. So she knows all of his dark secrets with the Moon card. And she's absorbing dark secrets, okay? So she has secrets on him. She has his secrets. And she's warning us, or she's warning him, that someone is about to backstab him. Someone is about to come out with his secrets, because we have the Surprise card here, which is a surprise revelation. Shock. So something is about to come out, and it could be in relation to someone who's around him who is about to betray him or going to betray him. Could be that some shocking secret about him comes out, or maybe even a witness that is crucial to his darkest secrets coming out might be come on the scene. Maybe there's another subpoena. Something disturbs him greatly, okay, in relation to this. So she's warning Trump, if you're not aware of this, be aware of this now, because this is going to make things a lot worse for you. You are in danger, Molly. You in danger, girl. From the movie The Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg. She represents inexperience, rash actions, vulnerability, and being very impressionable. someone who's very uncertain and unstable in their life. So if this is his energy, his actions are going to worsen the situation for him. And once again, the cards are warning him, be careful what you do and what actions you take. With the Nine of Hearts, to clarify, the Queen of Clubs, this talks about he will receive a surprise soon. Something that was hidden and in the dark will come to light. It could be about the backstabber that's around him. It could be a surprise revelation, some evidence that comes out about him, or a witness. With the Footman reverse, this is the backstabber and the betrayer in your camp card. And this could be a beloved son who's gone wrong, who's gone rogue. This could be someone that he was introduced to. But it does say with her here, it's someone very close to him that he trusts, is very close to him. And it could be more than one person, because we have two people cards here. It will cause Trump heartache when this surprise comes out. This person is very selfish, ruthless. They've ingratiated themselves into Trump's circle. Like I said, but they are a coward, and their loyalty has been bought by someone else. So they're not loyal to Trump, they're loyal to someone else. Their loyalty has been bought. And they will betray him through the knowledge that they have gained and absorbed, the secrets that they gained and they absorbed from his confidence. So this could be Kushner. Kushner was privy to all of the secrets of sensitive, most private secrets of America. And I've said before, I think Kushner is a Russian spy, or I feel like he's so in deep with Russia. But I really can't be sure who it is. I'm not going to put a stamp on it. I'm just saying who I feel it might be. You guys let me know who you think it might be. And this person gives him bad advice. So there's some sort of surprise that's going to come out. It's going to make things worse for Trump. And that may be what makes him strike out to eliminate Mueller. Now, he can't fire Mueller directly. And he has to first let go of Rosenstein. So I guess really the question is, will he fire Rosenstein? I think he will. We have the Melancholia card going further into the future with the Two of Hearts reversed. Two of Hearts reversed is called the Country House. It's kind of like the White House, huh? But it's reversed. But let's read Melancholia first. This is someone who is plotting. This is someone who is disturbed by what they've lost, all that they've lost. They didn't appreciate it until they lost it. So this person has restless feelings, like I said, psychological torment. But going back to the meaning of this card means death, someone who's grieving over a death. And when a death card is next to old lady, it talks about retirement. So I am interpreting this. This is just my interpretation. I'm not psychic. I interpret the cards. I am interpreting this to mean that Trump wants to bring about Mueller's retirement or ending on the job, right? To end the investigation, or to end Mueller's, work on it. But this ending is going to bring regrets. See, she's so regretful. It's going to make his situation far worse, which the cards had warned us earlier about. It's going to bring much sadness upon himself, upon the White House, upon the country. It's going to put us in a state of crisis. And his actions will not be supported. With the Two of Hearts reversed to clarify this card, he will make a fast, unstable decision, a fast change to transform the investigation, or to transform a situation for the better for himself. He feels it will be for the better to make this change. But it's not based on any real concrete reason. The reason for this elimination or termination or retirement, maybe retirement of Rosenstein, I'm thinking Mueller, but it's Rosenstein, lacks any real substance. So his reason for getting rid of him won't have any real concrete substance. That will throw us into chaos and crisis. But I'm jumping the gun. Now, in his thoughts, and the most likely outcome, we have the Viaggio card, which is a traveler, and we have the some money card. So let's read the traveler and his thoughts and his most likely outcome, what he's going to do. The Viaggio is headed towards, where is he headed? He's headed towards what Trump is thinking. I want to get rid of this guy. I want to make this decision to end this and bring about a change for my betterment. So that's exactly where he's headed. This is the most likely outcome. And it's strong. It's on his mind constantly. With the Seven of Clubs, to clarify, the action that he's about to take, this card is saying, may delay or abate the investigation for a short while, but it will gradually resume. So we can take heart with that. Now, the reason why, when I first read this, I was like, my question was, will he fire Mueller? And I didn't see Mueller in these cards. I didn't see Mueller. And so I'm like, what's going on? So I had to rethink myself. Okay, what's going on? Well, he would have to fire Rosenstein first. So I feel like that's the step he's going to take. And because something comes out that sparks his irritability and his impatience to end this. And it's also getting too close to his money, to his private valuables, his treasure, his accumulated treasure, his past history, his taxes. So this card is all about the money. Money accrued through thievery. This card is about untrustworthiness. This is someone creeping around. Again, referring to that backstabber in his camp, that betrayer in his camp. It's also talking about severe money losses. So next to the surprise, let me just move my card out of here. I guess we'll move it right over here. Got to have my name in the frame, because there's thieves out there. You know who you are. Anyway, next to a surprise, the thief is telling me that there will be a sudden turn of events that may cause us to become shocked, or Trump to shock us, or he could be shocked. There's all kinds of stuff coming out here. There's revelations coming out here on Trump. We'll all be shocked. He'll be shocked. We'll all be shocked. And there's surprises that he has for us, which would be the move to eliminate Rosenstein or Rosenstein. And this sudden turn of events is going to worsen things once again for Trump. It's like, said it 4 times. Something about his taxes may be coming up. Or it could be the women that are coming out against him and the payoffs and the loopholed contracts. More is coming out. More is coming out. Maybe more witnesses, more information. Someone is going to speak out about how they were forced mentally or physically under some kind of duress to do something with Trump. It could involve something that was demeaning or immoral in practice, or that caused physical harm to another. That will surprise us all, right? Shocking revelation. This card also talks about all manner of illegal activities, schemes, swindles, and as I said before, it alludes to that betrayer that's around him, that's creeping around him, who is going to cost him a lot. The surprise card brings this news. It's good news when this card is just on its own. And it's next to a clarifier. I clarified the surprise, the success card, which means it's really good news. So I'm like, is this good news for Trump? Is it good news for us? I can't be unbiased. I hope it's good news for us. And that's what I'll go with. I guess it's good news that all this comes out. But I clarified again the success card with infantilism, which is, see, there's death here. A young puppy, has died, and she came upon it, and she's so sad, you know. So this could be again about those abortions or the death of a young child. Could be symbolically be representing that. We might get information about that. Although, if you listen to my Stormy Daniels video, her lawyer said that paternity issues, or he didn't say specifically abortion, but he said paternity issues in her case aren't relevant. But maybe it is relevant in some other case. Or maybe it's just more secrets about that, more gossip, I don't know, rumors. It's really hazy. The moon is present, so I can't see for sure. But with infantilism, this talks about discovery of a shocking truth. It's a truth. It's a reality. And this reality causes sadness. And this is Trump's card, so I'd have to assume that the surprise that's coming out, or the surprise that he gives us, both will cause great sadness to us and to him. This card talks about infidelity, so betrayal, and loss, severe financial losses. To further clarify, we've got the Page of Swords, which talks about the press for me, investigators, people wanting to know more, you know, people anxious to get more information. So it's going to cause a real uproar, these surprises, when they come out. That's what I feel. And like I said, those surprises can range from revelations that will be coming out soon about Trump, a betrayer in his camp he may be finding out about, and his reaction to that, which I believe will be to remove Rosenstein from his position. And all these things will cause the press to, you know, be asking questions. We'll all be wanting to know more. That's the best I can do with interpreting this, guys. So you let me know how you interpret these cards here in the future. It's easier to interpret these on the left than it is to interpret the ones on the right. Even though here on the bottom we're talking about future stuff here. So with disgrazia and the quarrel card, which is also known as litigation, and it's my red and blue, it's my democracy card, it's my patriotism card, it's my treason card when it's reversed. It's America. It's civil war, right? This is a card of warfare. Destruction and warfare. Next to the Civil War card. So I believe that Trump is going to make a move. I honestly believe he's moving in that direction. He's moving towards his inclination, which is to retire Rosenstein, which is to get to Mueller. And this will cause utter ruin and destruction, not only to Trump, but you know, potentially to America. By doing this, it will eventually lead to a crisis, a constitutional crisis. This card is saying that this is a dictatorship, a dictator's move. If you guys ever can get a hold of this book, it's an excellent resource. Italian Cartomancy by Alessandro Venturi. It's an expensive book, but it gives you really good information on Sibilla. But she tells of how her grandmother would read the cards, and this card represented Hitler. And right now it's representing what Trump is experiencing in his near future, what actions he's going to be taking, and what he's going to be experiencing. Okay, and Trump also represents America because he's our president. So this also represents what we're going to be experiencing, a dictatorship, a dictator's move. Civil unrest. This card also talks about someone who is seriously compromised and blackmailed, and that would be Trump. The quarrel card, or litigation card, talks about there will be a strong fight. Right now I want to use the name litigation to describe this card because I think when he moves to remove Rosenstein, there will be a strong fight about his reasons for doing this. His reasons are not concrete. They're not strong. They lack substance. It will be strongly opposed. Strongly opposed. And like I said, will cause civil unrest, clashes with his colleagues and within the country in general. Much anger, bickering, and fighting. It will cause chaos. What's coming towards him externally, and towards us externally, we have the conversation reverse and the hope card. Three of clubs. So conversation when it's reversed means instability and confusion amongst the people. Nobody understands what's going on. There's just total confusion, chaos amongst the people and amongst the parties. This is a party of people. And I believe that this card is also saying that these actions, this dictator's move, is going to force in the future. Okay? I'm not giving you guys a time frame. Things will unfold, okay? I'm not giving you a time frame. We do have a surprise here, so it may happen right away. Shortly. It's somehow around a rest period of time. Maybe during the time after this Congress takes a break, because I know Congress is about to take a break, right? Maybe it'll happen during that period of time. That would be an ideal time to do it, right? Because Congress wouldn't be in session. Interesting. I'm not putting my stamp on that. I'm just making that conclusion of my own. So, because if I don't see it in the cards for sure, I can't put my stamp on it. But that's my conclusion that I'm deriving. But this will cause a forced change to our Constitution in the future because of this dictator move. You know, we're going to realize we're going to have to make some changes when we get out of this hellhole we're in. But this also talks about rapid discussions. Angry, rapid discussions, and party going up against party, and protests, and people in the streets. This is not going to be good. And this just comes from the move to remove, I believe, because I didn't see Mueller in the cards. This comes from the move to remove Rosenstein. I think it sets it all off. All right? And he's going to be bearing false witness against both men, and against the special investigation. Trump will. And also towards all the women that are going to be coming out against him. And I don't know. Whenever I get this card, I think Hope Hicks. Hope Hicks might be the betrayer that is being referenced here by the female. It's a secret. Her betrayal is secret. And I think I mentioned in one of my past readings, someone secretly betrays him. It's a secret. It's Mueller's secret, right? Secret comes out. Maybe it's Hope Hicks. Anyway, he'll be accusing this person of bearing false witness against him. They're all coming against him. Wow. And this card represents that there's a loss of confidence in him. Others externally lose confidence in him. So those who supported him, because we all have lost confidence in him, but those who still support him, there's going to be a large loss of confidence in him as a result of this move. And it prompts us, though, to have hope. Don't lose hope. It may impede, this move may impede or slow things down in the investigation, but eventually there will be success. So there is still hope. There's still hope. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that this reading is completely junk. I really do. But sometimes you got to go through the fire to be transformed and renewed. And we're headed towards the fire. We're headed towards, a big crisis. Big challenges bring about the best growth, the most evolution, and this is our testing period. So we are headed towards a crisis of some sort. And you guys know that this is my extreme crisis card, and it's a card of war and civil unrest. All right. Final cards, or actually almost the final cards. We've got the, never pronounce this one. Alegria al core. And I believe it means happiness. And it's reversed. It's clarified by the Protector card, further clarified by the Fool card. I'm using the 12 Chairs Tarot deck. It's a Russian deck. You can't get it in the States. You can't buy it. I had it made up for myself, and through much pricey time and money to get it made. So, and I don't have the rights to sell it. So you got to do what you got to do if you want the deck, like I did. Anyway, the happiness reverse. I think it's called happiness. This talks about emotionally, and I'm saying for Trump and for the country, this is what will be emotionally as a result of these moves. Emotionally, there will be much uncertainty, much betrayal, unrest, stress, instability, worry, infighting amongst his family and the members of his cabinet and in Congress, in government overall, in the country overall. And Trump is here trying to convince them that his actions were justified. Please continue to support me. He actually believes that he's done the right thing. He's going to be trying to convince his party, who I believe are going to be flipping on him now at this point because they've lost confidence, right? Let's hope so. Let's hope this is enough. God. And he's going to be trying to convince them to continue to follow. See how he's got a little toy, and he's getting the kid to follow him. To do what? It's kind of a sinister card here. He's trying to convince them to continue to follow him down this rabbit hole into utter chaos. It's crazy. It's crazy. Trump is living in a fantasy land. This is someone who's living in a fantasy land. And he's believing his own hype, and he's trying to convince the Republican Party to go along with him, to support him in his actions. And I think that they're flipping on him because I feel the cards are saying that he made assurances to them that he wouldn't do this, that he wouldn't make this move, because this is a card about the rug being pulled out from underneath your feet. So there's a surprise. They don't expect this reaction, and they didn't expect him to do this. He assured them that he wouldn't, and now that he's done it, they're unstable, and he has to convince them to keep following along, to believe in his fantasy. And there will be mass uncertainty around him, and around all of us. We'll all be feeling this instability and this worry about what's going to happen, right? And the outcome cards I have for this reading is the sick man, clarified by the lawyer reversed, and further clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So, still not quite sure why this Five of Pentacles is here, other than that maybe it's just telling me, because I needed to confirm what this sick man was talking about, that will be not only Trump, but the nation will be in a period of hardship as a result of these actions. We'll be in a period of crisis. We may not recover. This is a hardship card. This is a falling into darkness card. Okay. I hate to paint such a gloomy picture, guys, but that's the world we're living in right now, and we just have to deal with it and try to make it better. And that's what the sick man card is saying. This is really bad. Okay? And spirit, only spirit can help us. Spirit, we got to call on spirit, on God, on angels. We got to call on the goodness and the decency that's still left in the majority of Americans to heal this situation, because this is bad. This represents Trump. It represents our country being very unhealthy, very sick, and very vulnerable to outside enemies and to harm from enemies, okay? And I'm not joking. And I feel like this card is also saying that he will get advice from his corrupt counsel. Because I think there's going to be like a real strong outcry. You know, like I said, this chaos here, this unrest. I think that his counsel may advise him to try to dodge justice, because he would represent justice, by saying that he's sick. Or this could just mean that, again, you know, we're going into future. So it's unclear to me how this will unfold. I'm just telling you the meanings of the cards and the possibilities. It could be that they suggest that he go for an insanity plea. It could be that we call on him to step down because he's mentally unfit, because this would be someone who's mentally unfit. So we're going to go back to that again, talking about the instability of his mind. You notice how that stopped when his crooked doctor said that he was fine? Jesus. Is there nobody that won't lie for this man? Really? Is money that important? Okay. So his counsel may suggest that to dodge the dodge the outcome of this corrupt move, because this guy is totally corrupt, and he's taking everything this guy has, and he couldn't care less if he's destitute. This guy is just about the greed. But his counsel may be telling him to dodge the bullet from his actions, to maybe plead insanity or illness. Maybe it's illness. Okay, let me put. I think it's more like illness or exhaustion, which is code for you crazy. In order to heal this situation, you know, if it gets to the point where we're calling for impeachment, which we will. This may be further down, you know. Again, it's choppy. It's choppy. This also may be saying that we'll be calling for him to step down because he's crazy. But this is going to, basically, it's going to end with putting the country and Donald Trump, because it's his reading. That's why I'm referring to his stability. But it's going to put the country in a state of severe hardship and vulnerability. And when I say vulnerability, we are really vulnerable to physical harm. Now, this card also talks about spoiling and tainting evidence, spoiling and tainting the law, the justice. So there's some kind of unfairness here, wrong accusations, and the country has to be strong, or whoever is being accused has to be strong. Don't let this situation unbalance you. This is talking about unbalance, unfairness, a lack of truth. Someone is playing very dirty to sully another's reputation. And these moves are very reckless. And this move will not go in your favor, Trump. This move will not go in the favor of the country. Like I said, it just leaves us very vulnerable. I'm going to have to leave it at that, because I'm speculating now as to what these cards mean, and I'm not feeling very told, other than the fact that we are in a very bad place, and only Spirit can revive us. We need to call on our ancestors, guys. We need to go back to our truth, is what it's saying. So, I feel like he is going to make a move to dismiss the investigation by dismissing the special counsel and dismissing Mueller via Rosenstein. I feel like I don't see Mueller in these cards, so I don't feel like he actually fires Mueller. I think that he makes the attempt to do so, and that's when we all get in an outrage, everyone, including his own party. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave it. And I also asked, what will be the result of this on the investigation? And I got the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Swords upright. So I'm feeling like just really to make this quick and sum it up, that the attempts to shut up, to shut down, to guard against, and to keep their greedy hands in power is definitely going to be made to tarnish, to sully the integrity of the investigation and those involved. This attempt will be made, but it won't succeed. This is a lack of success. In the end, the Ace of Swords stands for justice. Justice will win out, It will win out. It'll be a bloody fight, but justice will win in the end. So don't give up hope, guys. If this should go down, if this should happen, and I hope that it won't, but if it should, don't give up. It will lead to success. All right? So that's my reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, found it insightful, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Hopefully not too soon. All right, bye-bye. Blessings.